Welcome to the weekend show with Mediumjay. Today we are bringing you the news from down under. And no, I'm not talking about the Jews in the tunnel. No. But seriously, the New York riots in the Brooklyn tunnels were no joke. I heard these yids were trained by Master Splinter. Alright, I mean, what's the deal with the blood on the children's mattress? Did those Israelites buy their bedding from the Epstein Island yard sale? Alright. And the construction workers, how could they just fill holes like they were attached to Adam 22's wife? That one was a slow burner one, right? It took a while. Had to think. Lena the plug. There's no gatekeeping these Jews out of the tunnels. Even Katy Williams had to give them a break. Gatekeeping. It's a gatekeeping joke. I heard these tunnels ran from the river to the sea. Yeah, you don't want to laugh at that one, don't you? There's a viral video where a Jew in the most dressed up fashion, in the garb and the hat and the long, cherry curls, he comes up from the street's vent and he scampers away. Well, it's more of a skittish. Yeah. Can't look your rabbi in the face after that one. Yeah. Alright, settle down. There's Jews in the vents among us. Yeah, no one got that. Oh, it's a slow burn. There you go. Slow burn. Yeah, you got that, huh? You kids like that video game? Yeah. You love that, eh? It's good stuff. Yeah. Soak it in. Yeah. Come on. You guys see the other viral tweet about how there was this one guy and he was complaining about, he kept hearing fucking dreidels coming from a street floor apartment. Now he's not crazy, turns out. He's just anti-Semitic. Yeah, there you go. There it is. There you go. It's okay. There's a Jew laughing in the corner. Yep. He's laughing. It's okay, people. Keep it going. Yep. Yep. Yeah. No worries. The catacombs, or as they like to call it, the Shabbat Shaloms. You on it? Yeah, I'm a fucking genius. See, geez, how backed up is the New York traffic that you create an underground transportation system? I hear they're calling it Juber. Yep. No. But in all seriousness, the NYC Jewish community built an amazing network of tunnels in. Oh no, wait! I just heard they hired migrants to work that. Jamie, dig it up! Dig it up, Jamie! Yeah, it's the first case where the rabbis are actually working with Jesus. Oh, yeah. I mean, y'all hear about, I mean, the first couple of weeks, they kept trying to nail the poor guy to the cross. All right, all right, all right. All right. I mean, y'all hear about this? You know, apparently the tunnels were made in the COVID-19 lockdown so that the Jews could, you know, practice their religion and get to the fucking synagogue, you know, and still, you know, break the rules and whatnot. Yeah, I guess apparently as I'm reading this, I guess circumcision is in the essential work. Yeah, there's nothing really there. Too wordy. But who would have known? You know, who would have known? I mean, to build these tunnels underground in 2 years that fast, it was actually so fast. Elon Musk is taking notes for his Boring Company. You like that one, huh? When you're back. Boy, am I killing. Fucking killing. Oh. No. But seriously, for hand-dug tunnels, it is pretty impressive. Apparently, they had this single line with this Israelites. Yeah. They were putting dirt in their pockets. Yeah. Supposedly, they started selling the soil when Home Depot closed during the lockdowns. It's free dirt! People, it's free dirt! Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Many speculate on the safety and cleanliness of what's going on below the surface, but I don't know. They had a McDonald's down there. Or should I say, a McTunnel. It's wordplay, people. Come on. A little bit of wordplay for you. The McDonald's, McTunnels, come on. No respect up here. Yeah. Yeah, no, but there's no safety permits or health regulations. One wrong dreidel spin and that underpass is kaputs. I flubbed it, but you still love it. I mean, yeah, many have speculated what or why the Jewish community would go through such elaborate lengths to do all of this. And apparently a kid from Brooklyn accidentally dropped a quarter in the sewer and things got a little bit out of hand. Fuck it, let me do that cakewalk, baby. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Lap it up, you fucks. No, but in all seriousness, man, this thing is wild, man. This fucking conspiracy. It's not even a conspiracy anymore, man. I was telling these motherfuckers in 2020, I'm like, yo, there's Jews in the tunnel. These motherfuckers locked me up. They threw away the key. They threw me to they threw me into the fucking mental ward for that. Mm. Yeah. It just goes to show you, man. There's nothing worse you could do to fucking to the Jews other than what they do to themselves just to save a buck. I mean, shit. Rent must be really fucking. Rent must be really cheap in underground tunnels. A quarter a month, just a quarter. You know, the quarter that little boy dropped, right? It's fucking insane, man. I don't know why. They gotta perform circumcisions during lockdown, and it's just fucking. It's part of the Torah. You know, they got their. They got it's fucking like a very shoddy. If you guys seen it online, it's all viral, all the clips. They had like these fucking stained mattresses, and they're like children's mattresses. I don't know, maybe they're cheaper to get a twin mattress, but it's just like, it's almost fucking like you go like, what is going on, man? And they're making like, I don't know if they're making arrests. They said that they're fining these guys, but man, yo, anybody in their right mind, if they're building tunnels and shit, like you'd go like, man, this is fucking like, what are they doing? They're like going into international fucking underground, where it's like this. There's like no. It's like the international waters. There's no real accountability. There's no real safety or regulations down there. You know what I mean? It's like they gotta fucking somehow manage. They need to somehow manage it. It can't just be a bunch of fucking immigrants, fucking down there, fucking with safety vests on. There's no fucking blueprints to this shit. And New York City said, you know what, fuck it, we're fucking filling this with cement, and the Jews are like fucking like, they're hissing at them and shit like that. It's fucking wild, man. And fucking the conspiracy that no one's really saying it is, because it's true. Well, I believe it to be it's true, allegedly. This is sex trafficking tunnels. You know what I mean? Those tunnels are fucking. You know what I mean? When your enemy builds tunnels, you build twice as many tunnels. And if you can't build tunnels, hire the Mexicans to do it, right? Hire the illegals. It's fucking crazy, man. I just honestly, man. 2024, you think that it's gonna be a good year. You think in the first fucking, in the first few fucking days at least, could we get a month of just no bullshit? Nowadays, like, things come out like this over and over again, where you're like, wow, Jews in the tunnel. Okay, now fucking these guys, the Hamas leaders are fucking planning a parachute assault. It's like the Hamas took the air, the Jews took the tunnels. Damn. The average person nowadays just has to fucking use their legs like peasants, right? Actually, you know what? Fucking play that laugh track one more time. Fuck it. Yeah. We're gonna keep that on standby. I mean, like, the idea of like, just like, all right, 2024, new year, new me. Nope. The Jews are in the tunnels. They've been in the tunnels for fucking decades, man. You know what I mean? I fucking joked about mole people, like a couple weeks ago on the podcast, and I was like, it'd be fucking so, like, you just got a bed there? Is there refrigerator? Is there heating down there? Is there any supports? They're pulling out these mattresses, and they're pulling out fucking high chairs, and you go, Who the fuck brings a baby down there? I mean, I guess it's cheaper than babysitting. But damn, Judas, like, just gotta stop saving a buck every single day, man. And then moving on, the news with this fucking Epstein, the court documents leaked. Apparently, Stephen Hawking is one of the names that keeps coming up, right? Going viral for this one fake tweet. It came out claiming that Stephen Hawking liked watching naked midgets solve math problems on a board that was too high for them to reach. The tweet exclaimed that he fucking got off on them trying to reach up on their tippy toes to do fucking complex math equations. And you go, fuck. I think the New York Times ran with that fucking article. They ran with that tweet as if it was claiming it was legitimate. And with all the stuff that's going on, you go, that's fucking, that's one of those things where you go, yeah, nowadays you see this shit over and over again, right? I think we're losing a grip on reality. I don't know if it's the internet, it might be the AI. People are talking to computers like it's their best friend. It's quite disturbing, right? I feel as though we're losing a grip on reality. I feel like we're losing our common sense, right? Stephen Hawking, he from the neck down, he's paralyzed. Even if he wanted to be attracted to minors, right? You gotta go, he's the one getting fucking assaulted, right? Like, if I just, jerked off Stephen Hawking in a wheelchair, there's nothing much he could do. You know what I mean? He can't say no. He has to do a series of blinks to get to the word no. So it's like, all I have to do is unplug that little speech box too to now he can't not consent. He can't, fucking refuse. And I'm sure some of these young children that were abused started abusing Stephen Hawking, right? It hurt people. And with the conspiracies, right? And I'm deep in the weeds. I'm so deep underground that I'm starting to fucking see Jews. We gotta fucking run that back. I like that one. Eat it up. No, but in all fairness, it's kind of like they throw out the Stephen Hawking because it's so ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous that you go, well, I don't know if Trump or I don't know if Bill Clinton, I don't know if they really did that. I mean, they're saying fucking also Epstein was, I mean, it's not even, the island's not even handicap accessible, right? You could lay that down. But it's like, it just seems so ridiculous to have Stephen Hawking, Wheels McGee over here, the guy drooling in the corner. Yeah, that guy's a sexual pervert. Yeah, that guy, the smartest guy that fucking created the multiverse theory or came up with it. Yeah, he's also compromised. So it goes like when the average layman comes onto the news and sees, oh yeah, by the way, Stephen Hawking's getting midgets to dress up in schoolgirl uniforms and reach up really high so he can see underneath their fucking tiny little body skirts for doing math equations. You think to yourself, no. There's no way that could happen. But, yeah, I think with all conspiracies, the greatest way to fight fire with fire is literally just throw a fire into the fire, right? You just throw something way out of the line, right? Because the Epstein thing happened. Real people did go there, real fucking people that are on the hush right now. They're just trying to do a whole bunch of fucking image damage control on what happened. And what better way to just throw out, oh yeah, Stephen Hawking he magically rolled onto the island, right? He didn't, you gotta fucking get there somehow. And he just rolled around, his wheels got tracked in sand, you know what I mean? Or did he build a special mech suit so that he could fuck children? I don't know, man. It's concerning because it damages the reputation of the legitimacy of the court documents when you say shit like that. And again, with everyone kind of has been kind of memeing the Epstein thing, keeping it in circulation. People go, hey, by the way, he'll tell a long story on the internet, some long story. Yeah, my mother. And the last thing she said when she took her final breath was Epstein didn't kill himself. You know what I mean? It's a punchline at this point. And I think we memed it into society as like, oh yeah, the rich people are pedophiles and they just like to fucking traffic underage women. But in reality, you gotta go home deep down in your head. You know what I mean? You are solo. You know what I mean? You're fucking your own person. You're a brain trapped in a skeleton with skin. You know what I mean? And we're all animals at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, we've lived in a civil society where, just because you get $1 billion in your own island or a trip out to the island doesn't mean that you fucking have the right to fucking damage these kids. And the kids, right? Kids fucking, maybe some of the kids are into it. That's all they know, right? You never know. You never know if the kids are fucking, loving fucking at 12. You don't know. But it's like, you gotta just hit the brakes for a second. Hollywood elites, I'm looking at you. You gotta fucking really live with yourself. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking to you. You don't like you. You know what I mean? You maybe get power off of making little people feel bad, midgets and underage children. Yeah, it's that fucking Wolf of Wall Street scene where they're like, yeah, fucking, we're gonna just toss the midget into the thing, and if we don't treat them like human beings, that, it's like it's already lays the groundworks for all the other freaky shit we're gonna do at the end of the night. They showed up to the show with a massage, right? They showed up to the show, being a little, cameras off, don't tell anybody about this. So it's like, for a little extra, you do this. And it's crazy, man, because I watched that Epstein document, and it's like you get these girls to get girls, and fucking, what is it, David Copperfield's quote is like, they have young girls getting young girls in here. That was all he said. You know what I mean? He was there on stage. Because when you got a bunch of kids on an island, you need a fucking magician every once in a while to boost up morale. It's like when the company fucking provides pizza or donuts, in the staff break room. You know what I mean? You're doing hellish shit. You're working hard. You're missing your kids' fucking graduation, or your kids' fucking flute or clarinet recital. You gotta boost morale. So what's better way to bring David? It just goes hand in hand. He also liked fucking kids. It's crazy, man. The fact that Bill Clinton was painted in a dress, and that's the artwork hanging on the mantelpiece, and the quote was Bill likes them young or something like that. That's what I guess Maxwell or Epstein was saying, is from the fucking boss, right? He likes them young, which is very like. It's very kind of, you could skirt off that, right? It's these people are tricky, right? And they got lawyers fucking advising them to do whatever they say and to get out, you know what I mean? To fucking let it roll off them like water on a duck's back. But in reality, man, it's sick. It's sick shit. It's real sick shit. From the bloodstained mattresses into the Jewish tunnels, or the fucking island dedicated to pedophilia, you have to ask yourself, man, dude, like, just get to work. You know what I mean? Like, the average person working I don't know if they probably, the average person, it seems as though if you work hard enough, you get all your ducks lined up in a row, you start your business breaks $1 million, your business breaks $1 billion, your business is now worth multi-trillion dollar, you got a multi-trillion dollar network, and you're invested with some of the most powerful, wealthy elites in human history. And the best thing you guys could do with your time is fuck children. It's fucking wild. It's fucking nuts, man. Actually, man, like, it's almost like the moment you get money that you can't really count to, you just go, where's the youngest, when's the daycares, kids getting out? When's the kindergarten class fucking, off for the summer? We got a couple internships for them down in the tunnels or down on fucking on the big old island. It's fucking nuts, man. It makes me mad. And a lot of the time, man, I say crazy shit, but like, man, I would want to get onto that island at the time that shit's going down, with my handy piece. My handyman piece. I got a tool set, and it's a overblown hole punch, right? We got this fucking air powered, lead filler, and just gun down these people, just gun them down, right? Parachute in like Hamas onto the island, and just start gunning people down. Even, a couple of kids get caught in the crossfire, it's stupid. I thought about this movie, and it's deep down, it's probably one of the fucking greatest. It's fucking a deep cut movie, right? And I think I said this on the podcast before, but I'm gonna share my movie again just to get it back into the old unconscious, universe. There's this black guy, and he's a big black guy. He's dumb. He's a dummy. He's like the nigga from Green Mile. Can't read, can barely speak. He knows a set of maybe 10 to 12 words, right? He grunts a lot. This guy's he's scary. He's a scary dude, but he's fucking so stupid, and he means well, and he walks around. Everybody leaves him alone. You see him, you cross the street, he's a fucking giant, damn near Shaq level giant black dude walking around. And he lives in a city like Gotham, and just, young children, 16-year-old girls walking around, late at night. They're getting snatched up and raped, and all of this stuff, all this crimes going on. Girl, a woman in a red dress, gets violated of every time she's getting eggs at midnight for some reason. She's all out of eggs. She needs eggs for tomorrow morning, right? She's just fucking out there and then these guys come in, and it's all just will vilify white people. It's all white people just raping them, and then there's one big black guy, and the big black guy, they're like, they call him dummy. They don't. No one even. Not even gonna in the movie. Don't even fucking give him a name, right? He's just dummy. He's big black dummy number one. But he sees, all of the crime happening, and he goes home, and he can't sleep, And right around 3 a.m. he wakes up like, you know what? And he punches. He does one of those hammer fists to his actual dresser. The dresser fucking splits in half, right? And he grabs his coat, and he's in the fucking murky rain, the mucky mud, going through fucking thing. And he's hiding behind the fucking dumpsters, and he sees that woman that that keeps getting raped. He sees her just making her way out of the fucking bread shop. She's getting bread, French toast for tomorrow morning, right? A nice loaf that she picked, last one to be had at the store. She's coming home clutching her pearls, right? You know what I mean? The few pearls that she has left after being constantly assaulted in this gritty, not New York, but it's goth. It'll be like it's not New York, not as gritty as the Jewish tunnels, but these fucking guys come up to her, right? Like 4 dudes, and they surround her, and they just start beating her, and it's like, take off your dress, honey, and it's very like, oh god, and then it goes into black and white almost, right? It's in black and white. Her can't even notice her red dress at this point, right? Blood spills the streets, spills onto the streets. Zoom in on the blood on the streets. Fucking guys, big giant fucking boots. Big giant boots step over the blood, right? And you're like, what the fuck? It's Big Dummy. Big Dummy goes, hey, cut it out or something, something. But he's not gonna be a punchline guy. He'll say, hey, it's not nice what you're doing. He speaks in a southern accent, even though he's fucking in Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn adjacent. Lazy eye too. He has a lazy eye like Biggie. He has a lazy eye, but it's comforting. He's a comforting guy. And he just starts beating. He does like comical shit, like bashing the 2 guys' heads in, tossing them into the dumpster, and their legs are kicking out from upside down in the fucking little trash bins, shit like that. And he closes it down on guys. Hey, wait! And closes it down on his head. It's kind of comical at this. You need a little bit of comic relief after just witnessing a damn near rape scene, right? You got that, throw that out there. And the girl goes, thank you, thank you, sir. I got money to pay you to help for your help. And he just looks at her, shakes his head, and he runs something unaudible. He goes, you know what I mean? Because he already used up the most of his vocabulary telling the guys to stop it. So and then he goes, and he doesn't like run off. He doesn't make sure she's okay. You know what I mean? He just goes. Maybe he'll fist bump, and he just walks off into the night. And then like he just, ever since he has got like a lust for blood, for like setting things right. And then might as well with this get him to go to the island, right? Or he goes down into the tunnels, right? He sees all these underground, Jews. He starts with the Jews, right? The low end tunnel digger Jews, and he's just whacking them off, cracking their necks, throwing them into the tunnels, hitting the broom so the tunnel collapses in on itself while he has enough room to get out. He hops up, he breaks through the vents, right? Like the sewer comes flying off like he's fucking, like he hit it at Mach speed coming up. He's basically a superhero, but he's dumb. That's the thing. We just get him dumb. He's just like, I don't know. I like the fucking idea of the Green Mile, but just make him damn near retarded. Just damn near. Like, there's no redeeming quality. Every time you're like on the edge of your seat waiting for him to say something immaculate or have some sort of profound thought or even a witty punchline, and he just goes, he's fucking... the fucking holes in the holes in the tunnels. He's just incoherent babble, right? He don't even really like the guy at a certain point, but you're like, he's doing justice. I don't like how to listen. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like how he is, but you gotta let him cook, Chief. You know what I mean? They pan over to the fucking, the fucking. This is so fucking stupid. And I know I'm giving away gold, Jerry. I'm giving away gold. Kramer, we gotta get back in the tunnels. Kramer, we gotta get back. But yeah, they pan over to the fucking police department, and the chief's got his fucking, he's smoking a cigar because it's maybe the late 90s. It's a noir film, right? Listen, Chief, guy, a rookie comes in. Chief, I don't know, this guy, he's this vigilante, this big black guy, and he's going around and he's stopping fucking crime. And the guy goes, I think he's doing our job better than we can do our job, Johnson. You know what I mean? Give that man a break. Let him cook. Let him cook. He's on to something, Johnson. This guy's going places. You know what I mean? Just fuck it. I'll be damned if last time we tried to put him in handcuffs. We fucking broke. He broke the cuffs. That big nigga. You can't lock him up. He fucking bend out of the bars anyways. If he's stopping crime while we sleep, just consider it an investment, baby. That pans back to the guy crawling through the tunnels, right? He's crawling through the tunnels. He pops up and he's in this beautiful fucking cabana fucking island, right? And you know, there's Jeffrey Epstein sitting there. He didn't kill himself. It was a conspiracy. They let him out and then he went into hiding, right? And he's sitting there, you know, sipping Mai Tais on the beach. And then he sees this big black guy and he goes, no Negro can come on my island of luxury, my island of indulgence, my island of young, innocent fucking, he gives the speech, the whole thing. And he goes, guards, get him. And the guards are there's like some little Chinese and Japanese fucking, these wielding katana girls. They're so brainwashed from the constant adult dick that they can't fucking tell right from wrong. So they're fighting him off, and he doesn't know how he feels about this, but he's also dumb, so he's not really thinking about it. He's like, get out of here, little. I'm saving you. I'm saving you. I'm saving you like Superman or Batman. He just very, and he doesn't even care about copyright infringements. We're getting sued up the ass in legalities from this guy just dropping his favorite thing. He's like, you're caught, you're trapped. You're like Pokemon. He just goes something like that. Yeah, something like that. And he snaps the little necks of these Chinese girls. And he feels bad, but he looks down. You know what I mean? And as they're fucking convulsing on the floor, dying, he goes, he fucking, and the pool of blood drains out of the girl's fucking beaten up, battered body. And I'm just all making this. It's all just me making it up at the top as I go. I thought about it, but he looks at himself and he sees himself, and he visualizes that time when the first time when he's seen like that girl, getting raped, and he sees him in himself in the pool of blood, and he just and he punches the pool of blood into the ground and the concrete, and it cracks and it soaks into the thing. So he's like, and he's back to normal, right? It's as simple as, right? He's back to normal, and he's on his fucking death hunt to kill Jeffrey Epstein, the real one. The one that killed himself was just a clone. Yeah, man. I don't know, we'll call it Big Black Dummy or something like that. It's just no redeeming quality, right? He fucking kills Jeffrey Epstein. He kills a bunch of people on the island. That he's just like, and it pans out, and he's looking off in the sunset on a beautiful island, gorgeous, beautiful resort island, right? Beautiful pedophile island. If you're a pedophile, you'd fucking want this real estate. Just a beautiful island scenery, zooming out. It gets so far off into the sunset looking at him, and then, as the credits are rolling, he doesn't have no cue. You know what I mean? He's fucking he will get an actual dummy, right? He'll get an actual dummy, and he'll go, I don't know how to get off this. I'm not too sure how I'll get off this island, right? That's it. It's so dumb. Oh, it's so dumb. Anyways, copyright, patent pending, you know what I mean? Don't fucking steal it. You know what I mean? Don't steal it. Please. Yeah. Well, moving on from that ridiculous story. And which will transition right into another ridiculous story that many people are claiming it's ridiculous, but I believe it. Katy Williams went off on guys like Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, and basically every comedian in show business, right? He said these guys got gatekeepers, right? He's like, I don't want to be put into a dress. Kevin Hart, he'll do that, and he'll do the song and dance, and hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime girl, all in a dress. You know, he's a Tyler Perry in a dress. He's not funny. These guys aren't funny. It's just to impede, and it is to impede the fucking success of and strength and masculinity of a black man, right? Most black children growing up fucking are like, yeah, it's you don't want to be that rapper. You don't want to be a dude that's in jail or gets shot or whatever. So the only way to be is that super bipolar extremism where you're either fucking DaBaby shooting a nigga in Walmart and having constant legality fees on that end, or you're fucking, or you're fucking Lil Nas X twerking on a devil constantly. Just oh yeah, Satan, give me your cock, give me Satan's cock, big red cock in my mouth. That's fucking Lil Nas X to that's actually the best impression of him. Just big cocks, just Satan cocks. Just I want Satan cock. Give me big old Satan cock down my throat. And these niggas fucking don't understand the fucking trials and tribulations to be a successful black man, especially nowadays, man. Katy Williams knows it. He knows the ins and outs. He knows this show business. This nigga's got, 19? He kept bringing it up. 19 specials. And you don't get there by being average. You don't fucking be that. You know what I mean? You don't get to a certain point in your level where you go, I'm acceptable with all this bullshit gatekeeping. I'm acceptable constantly being turned down for roles in movies. Because every movie Katy Williams is in, he's a genius. Kevin Hart, I would go as far as to say Kevin Hart is one of those guys where you look at it and you go, it's funny, but it's also like it's the scenes. He's got bigger than life shit going on in movies. He's got an awesome cast, awesome writers, awesome directors, awesome this, awesome that. And like guys like Katy Williams, they just don't throw this nigga a bone. No way, because he's like, I like God, right? It's weird when you go like, man, I believe in God, and I don't fucking want to wear a dress. I don't want to wear a dress. These niggas trying to make me wear a dress. They tried to make Dave Chappelle wear a dress. And he'd rather not have $50 million. I turned down $50 million 3 times, right? He said that. He said something also about Ludacris being in the Illuminati. I'll try to pull that up, right? Cat Williams. Ludacris. Oh. Luda. He said this.
Is the best way to get investment advice.
God damn. Fucking ads, man. Here's the thing about ads, man. I'm never. Who the fuck? It's just blowing money, man. Ads don't even do what they're supposed to do. All right.
So it was both of us. We were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katy Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200.
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10 million. I might get me one of more women look the same.
Shannon Sharp is funny. But man, like the whole thing where he's like, to breeze over it, like Shannon Sharp fucking, I like it. the interview, but like you gotta press more on that shit, right? As a person that talks to people, you know what I mean? You're a football player, so you can literally go, wait, what do you mean by that, Cat Williams? Explain yourself. That Illuminati meeting where they have you, did they literally, like in the slave auction, put two Negroes up in front of a bunch of people, maybe behind pane glass, and they're just standing there like, hey man, hey Ludacris, hey Cat Williams, what are you in for? Wow, I'm in for the Fast and Furious movies. What are you in for? I'm in for fucking Big Mama's House, the reboot part 5 to be put in a dress. Right? You're like, what are we gonna make an instant famous, like instant star celebrity? It's fucking crazy, right? Like, how does that type of shit work? I wish he pushed even in the slightest bit. Like, wait a minute, why do you hate Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey and fucking, you know, the kings of comedy? Because they fucked over Bernie Mac, stole his jokes and stuff. But like, the gatekeeping, can you explain more about how they really did undermine you in certain situations? And I get it. It's very hard. In the music industry, it's the same thing. Every industry is kind of the same thing to a certain extent. But with music and entertainment, those are two jobs that most people strive for in human society, right? We want to be a fucking actor, a TV star, or a rock star. So like the most like entertainment and even basketball and football. But with sports, it's evident when you can run a fucking mile in, you know what I mean, 30 fucking seconds or whatever. You're the top, you know, you're the guy. If you can high jump or you can slam dunk a ball over the tallest dude on a team, it's evident you're good. Art and acting and music, it's so subjective that you can literally, and this is how you get people taping bananas to walls with duct tape and going, that's a $40,000 piece right there, right? That is 3,500 fucking smackaroos just for the tape alone, right? The banana, easily 50 grand, easily go. The banana on the wall together, easily 75 to 35 fucking, 75 to 85 fucking $100,000, whatever the fuck the price is. You get shit like that where you're like, wait a minute, the general public should know that something's wrong when we're watching Chuck Lorre consistently create some of the worst shit in history. What? Just because they own the companies? They own the airwave, they own the slot from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you could fill it with whatever dribble. You could fill it with Sheldon. Dad fucking fill it with young Sheldon. And now we have Friends. No, wait a minute. Let's have Friends Part 2. You know what I mean? Friends without Matthew Perry. You know what I mean? Are the Friends just talking around Matthew Perry's unfortunate death? Let's have a reunion. Let's do... we can't do Seinfeld again. Let's do fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm. Those are actually good shows. But let's be real, though. They went on long. And when there was a couple episodes that weren't hitting, no one said shit, dude. No one said shit about that shitty Indian fucking wedding episode to end it. One of the worst endings in a great sitcom. You could have just made it funny. You could have had Kramer digging through the Jewish tunnels, pop up. I'm on the inside, and it's Jerry's apartment. Then cut to fucking black, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like the fucking Sopranos ending. Cut to fade to black. It's just he was the Jew running this Hollywood the whole time. It's Jerry fucking Seinfeld. Genius, right? They'll never have that. They'll never have actual fucking legitimate gold, Jerry, on the fucking TV. My mom's watched Cheers. You could watch 2 hours of Cheers and you can listen to Ted Danson ramble about nothing, talking to that fat drunk sitting there, and you just go like, this isn't fucking funny. The old bartender comes back as a thing. I was watching this episode, and I'm trying to wrap my head around with the logistics of how fucking stupid people were back in the fucking 60s or 70s, whenever the fuck that dumb show was made. Cheers, where everybody knows your name. And it's like these guys drinking all the time, and then Ted Danson gets the old bar owner in, and it's like, oh yeah, and then he just starts working. And he's like, I don't think I'm going to stop working. And it's like he just took his bar away. And he had to fight for his bar back. And it's like, that is such a fucking far-fetched, naughty, and for the joke that it is portraying, it's not nearly as funny as Katy Williams being a little pimp. It's hilarious. It works on every single... Katy Williams as a little guy pimping 6 foot tall women and then jumping up, slapping them on their ass, and just sitting back down. It's hilarious. It's fucking gold. That is the fucking, if I had to really get a hold of a comedy writer, and they came up with that idea, a little pimp, a midget pimp, right? You have them you have them on the island, not even fucking, you just have him on the Epstein Island, right? And he's just breaking down the pimpology to these women, right? It's like, yo, women can do what you want. You can leave anytime. Boat's right there. But I'm sure you want this fucking money, don't you, bitch? You want this fucking money, don't you, bitch? Pick it up off the floor, right? He just throws a stack on the floor, and the girls scatter to get the fucking money on the floor. That type of shit is funny, right? That's a golden, Dave Chappelle level sketch that Katy Williams imparted in society, right? Now, I don't know how the fucking industry works, but I know it's fucking shady. I know that there's a lot of fucking secrets, and there's a lot of people, and when something like this gets, what was that video fucking? Let's see, as of now, Katy Williams. It's Katy Williams on Shannon Sharp. Fucking as of now, what is it? It's got fucking 47. I checked it yesterday. It had 40 million views. Or no, maybe 3 days ago. It has 47 million views. That's 11 days. In 2 weeks, it's going to break 50 million fucking views. That is pretty fucking insane. For a podcast, from Club Shay Shay, let's see how many original fucking... Oh, he's got 2 million subscribers, though. So he's fairly popular. But all of his fucking things barely break 1 million, right? That's a million. It's a podcast. It's the most viewed podcast in history, and I don't understand why. Because I go, that Katy Williams, for the average light-skinned nigga that is being fucking tormented by society, he's saying exactly what I've been saying constantly. This shit should be fucking easily at least 20 mil. I should do 20 mil numbers. But these fucking, as Katy Williams explained, giving me the ultimate ex machina, these gatekeepers fucking hold you down, right? I literally, every day, it's impossible for my fucking Spotify views and shit. Dude, it's impossible that, dozens and dozens of, I get a list of all my mixtapes, and fucking it's a sheet long, fucking 13 mixtapes, 8 EPs, 1,200 singles, all scattered, the greatest sound you could ever hear on earth. And I look on it, and it's like my monthly listeners are 100. It's exactly 100, as if it's getting cut off, right? My shit hits exactly 100. All right, you're doing good. Mediumjay, you got exactly 600. Okay, 601. Okay, 602. Okay, 597. But it levels off exactly on almost a round number. And I'm sitting there going okay. But I know deep down for a fact that thousands of people, it has to be thousands, if not millions, of people worldwide know me. They know that I make some of the illest shit ever, but I get capped off at if you're the greatest song, if I make a really good song that impacts society, cap it off at 3,000 views, and you're like, well, I know I'm not getting traction for anything. And it's these goddamn fucking Jews in the tunnels, bro. It's these goddamn fucking pedophiles in the island where I'm not compromised. Guys like Katy Williams is not compromised. So you can say whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want. And that scares the fucking general public. Or not the general public, sorry. It scares the fucking general gatekeepers. The fucking dummies. Because every business has them. Hell, you could even, when you show up to the literal physical gatekeeper at the fucking, they go, what are you here for? Right? And if you don't have a good enough reason or a good enough excuse or a good enough lie even, they just fuck with you. All right, we'll get there. It's just stand off to the side before, someone important has to wave you in, right? You need the I'm already famous guy to make the decisions about who gets famous. I said this before and I'll say it again. People don't get famous like they used to. When the internet came along, regular everyday citizens, like a girl like on 4chan Boxy or whatever, just a hot chick, just, interacting with people, gets famous. Guy like Tom from MySpace, right? The first guy, right? Then guys like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk come and make the social media. Now you basically need like millions and millions of dollars, if not billions, to fucking fund a social media thing. You can't just, no one cares. Even the alternative like Rumble or Parasocial or whatever the fuck is out there, they are probably running into like, listen, man, Google will just straight up, listen, we know you paid your sites, you paid your domain, you paid for your trafficking, you paid for to be on the first page of Google when you type in social media. But really, we're getting Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you know what I mean? We're getting the ones that are already established. There's enough social media, I think, out there. Everything's starting to copy us anyways. Even though anytime anything good happens, it's like Pepsi and Coke. These guys are so big that any competition that comes into threatening, they just buy them out. Fucking Twitch bought this, that bought this, that bought, and now it's 5 different companies, but it's still, like Instagram was just for photos. They said, fuck it, we gotta do videos. Snapchat did stories, they said, fuck it, we're doing stories. Snapchat said, we're doing AI. I hope Instagram's not, I hope there probably is already, and it's just hot women that are just fake, and they're telling you to click on this link, and then now you lost half of your fucking digital data. You just lost then they get a peek into, like, it's so weird how the giant tech overlords just like, hey, what are you up to? What do you want to buy? And what's your age, sex, and location? All right, run your digital birth certificates and shit. Run your fucking age, run what you like to buy every couple of weeks. And then now, once we have that information, we're selling it for fucking, and by the billionth percentile, because it's cost nothing to look over, and it costs nothing. It's basically like this, minus the technology, minus the phones, minus the fact that it's like YouTube or it's all just digital. It's not really there. It's like a Fugazi, right? It's not real. Minus all that, it's basically like I'm coming into your house, I'm digging through your drawers, like he likes fucking Carhartt hoodies. He likes fucking worker. He buys a lot of worker vests and shit. He probably works in construction or something. Needs heavy gloves. You know what I mean? I seen his gloves were beaten down. Send him an ad for fucking brand new pair of gloves. You know what I mean? And the gloves essentially only like $30-$40, but the advertising revenue to constantly just show up in his news feed. I mean, the company's paying by the tenfold, way more. I don't understand how businesses run like that. You spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every year on fucking marketing. Then you're lucky if you crack $50,000 worth of fucking profits. And you look at it, I don't know, a write-off. You do a fucking tax thing. It's business, man. It's fucking, it's really shifty, man. And especially when there's like the established fame network, right? Like anybody that Drake does a song with, I'd go as far as to say they're in the business. But I don't understand how, because like the only ever song that really got released with them on radio or fucking the network channels of like fucking push Spotify shit is when he's with Drake, right? So until he does another thing with Drake or with anyone else in that kind of industry circle jerk, it's basically like no one cares. No one cares about them. Yeah, there's people commenting, going fire, or this or that. But nowadays, you pay people. You just pay people to fucking comment 1,000 comments on your shit and like your thing fucking 10,000 times. So in reality, man, a lot of this shit makes sense. What Katy Williams, my stepdad said, Katy Williams is angry, right? Because in the comedian world, they stay fucking, it's a shady, like, all right, you got that industry, we got a monopoly, we're all working together, and gatekeeping is a kind of a, you don't even need to really gatekeep. You just have we're picking strawberries, right? And we only pick the strawberries, may not even be the juiciest strawberries. It's the strawberries that don't fucking get out of line. It's the strawberries that don't go on fucking Shannon Sharp's podcast and fucking talk. I want to make you a deal. Kevin Hart, I want to make you a fucking deal. You're going to put on this fucking dress. And you're never not going to sell in a fucking movie again. And you've been in some horse shit movies. You know what I mean? You did some terrible guess shit. And you know, the last we pulled the Oscars from you because of that tweet. Remember that tweet back then? You got a little uppity, my nigga. You can't call your son might go gay. We need black men being gay. You can't beat him over the head with a fucking dollhouse, my nigga. Oh, you're gonna, here's the offer you can't refuse. You're never doing the fucking Oscars again, buddy. You're never gonna do that again. Yeah, and that's strike one. Strike two, you're never gonna be in a movie again, and you're going back to stand up. Strike three, we're gonna fucking come down into your fucking house, and we're gonna just set you up for murder. That's the type of shit. It's a fucking, I believe that type of shit happened. Right? Where it's like they're so compromised, it's like a life or death thing. And it's just that the money is like, all right, well, fuck. My arms are tied, right? I'm tied. But I'd be like, it's crazy because for the most part, the general public genuinely likes just what's in front of them. Right? So, like, I could show up on Jimmy Kimmel, right? And he's compromised, too, from the Epstein logs. But I could show up on his thing and do, like, a 15-minute, and I would just do off-the-top riffs, right? I would maybe fucking work the crowd work. I go, Jimmy's loving it. Come on. You know what I mean? I'd get a boo. I'd be like, Jimmy likes it. He was laughing with it backstage, right? Turn them, finger gun the audience, you know what I mean? Keep it safe, you know what I mean? The worst thing, you go surface level on like the tunnels, the tunnel digging Jews. You just go like, yo, these motherfuckers are so fucking, I don't even know what the word is. It's whitewashed, I guess. It's whitewashed, yeah. But it's like the PC, you become a shell of a human being. You can't laugh at anything that's real. You know, you're biting your lips in the fucking Oscars or the fucking Golden Globes or whatever the fuck. Fucking, because you can't handle a joke. Right? And these people, man, they're not real human beings. I've fucking said it before. They're not real. Right, for reality, and Joe Rogan, as much as I make fun of Joe Rogan, he's like a guy, right? Where it's like, and that's all you gotta, there's nothing different. than the Joe Rogan fame, than the little industry fame. Except for the industry fame has so much of that filter, the words you can't say, that list, the George Carlin thing. And George Carlin right now is he's fucking to the moon with this shit, because you can go, there's a whole group of people having the time of their life and you're not in it, right? They're doing anything they want. They control the media. They do what you want. They make people or break people, right? When Katy Williams says some shit about, yo, I don't take that fucking golden opportunity, because as quick as it came, they can fucking take it away from you. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, the fucking guys, and every city has it, where it's like the local rappers. But the local rappers, they get into this clique where it's like, I'm a good rapper, I'm a good dude, and I'm fucking personable. And I go, what's up to the people? And then they go, hold on one second. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, should we let him in? I mean, he might not, he might not do like the shit that we want him to. And I just don't get invited to no shows. Nobody even mentions, hey man, do you want to come out to this show, do a fucking 15? Do you want to do 2-3 songs? Nobody does shit for me, because I have podcasts like this that'll literally go, listen, man, these dudes up at the top are fucking pedophiles. You know what I mean? Get it through your fucking head, dude. Katy Williams saying Harvey Weinstein offered to suck his penis for a fucking multi-million-dollar movie is wild, and many people speculate that it's fucking just maybe fact, and is not a fact, and he's just telling an over-exaggerated joke. But I go, no, man. I've seen when most black people get into that, like, yo, there's niggas, Patrice O'Neal shit, bro. Just because a nigga's paranoid doesn't mean he's crazy, bro. He knows there's so many shit. It's like Alex Jones with white people, just to relate to you. There's so many niggas that go like, this, and this is happening. There's maybe one far-fetched. The only thing I can't believe is that nigga read 8 books a day for years. He said he read 3,000 books a year during the age of. At that point, how are you counting? You know what I mean? You're reading too much. You can't be counting your books if you're reading that much, man. If I told you I had exactly, 8 glasses of water a day, every day you'd go like, okay, at a certain point, there's no glasses. You're taking a bottle here. How do you count exactly 8 glasses of water? It's pretty hard, right? Unless it's like that's the low end. It feels low, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the time when you say something, it's either low ball in it or high ball in it. There's no way in the span of 4 years is 8 to 12 you can read. And he's like, nonfiction, all nonfiction, by the way. As a kid, you know what I mean? No Harry Potter for that nigga. I mean, I don't believe that you just, as a kid, you're just like, nah, I don't need no fantasy bullshit, ma. Ma, what the fuck is this, ma? He backhands his mom, you know. Get a pimpin'. He's reading Archbishop Don Juan's theory on pimpology. It's like, yeah, this nigga's actually making sense. You know, done. He's reading a fucking, the Art of Human Nature by Robert. This nigga making sense. Boom. It's just It's very hard to read fucking 8 novels. Maybe I'm a slow reader. I am slow. But it's like, I know people that read a book a day, and that's pretty hard. 8, to do that means you're doing nothing but dedicating your time to reading books, right? And again, with all of this shit, I do break down shit too much, and it does fucking, much like the Stephen Hawking clause, if you find one chink in the person's armor, part of my French, the chink in the armor, it fucks with the entire, it almost collapses everything in on it. But what I believe Katy Williams is fucking 90% true on all this shit, man, because You don't get to a place where Cat Williams is, where everyone respects you, everyone likes you, and like every time he does a comedy set, he kills. He's funny, like really funny. But I'm having hard troubles remembering anything from him in the industry. This is the biggest thing that he came out and did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, after he got into a fight with that kid, they like blackballed him. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, let him swing on the kid, bro. The kid was trying to fuck him. Epstein whispered to the kid's ear, go touch his butt, and he touched his butt, and he started throwing hands, bro. You know what I mean? But in all fairness, man, with what Cat Williams has been through, you have to realize that, like, this nigga is bigger than life, bro. You don't get 47 million views on someone else's fucking podcast, right? It's the biggest podcast in history, right? And that includes like the Joe Rogan, Elon Musk when he's smoking weed, right? That's fucking big, right? He's hurt, right? He's mad, he's angry and frustrated with constant motherfuckers saying, you can't do this because you didn't do what we wanted you to do. And I know that in life, there's always the tit for tats. You gotta fucking earn your keep. You gotta fucking prove your worth or show your might or whatever the fuck that other trials and tribulations that these fucking people at the top want you to do. Any hoops you gotta jump through. You gotta dance. You gotta get on stage and dance, monkey, dance, right? But I think this nigga proved consistently, time after time, that he's a funny guy, funny actor. Fuck, man, you get him on a podcast, it breaks damn near 50 million views in less than 2 weeks, bro. There's a lot of the time when niggas get into that role, they feel like no one's out with them. They got their business, they got their homies, they got their people, but it's them against the world. And I want to say, like, yo, Cat Williams, you ain't fucking alone. There's a lot of people that just can't get the reach. They just can't get the reach, and they feel exactly the same way, where they see the constant bash of black masculinity to the point where young fathers are growing up not knowing how to father their kids, right? They're growing up not knowing, and baby mamas going like, I don't trust this crazy nigga. He's just a typical rapper. He don't even want to. He just wants to smoke weed and drink beer and blah, blah, blah. He just smoke weed and pop bottles and fuck models. He ain't really fucking trying to take care of the kids. And it's like, yo, bitch, you can do both. You can pop bottles, have fun, be lit, come home at the end of the night and tuck your kid and tuck your. Well, you do it. You don't want a 3 a.m. tuck. That's horrible. Tuck them in, then go and cheat on your chick. That's what you gotta do. And it's just disheartening for the most part when I see guys where, like, what he said, it's not really getting any pushback. It's not even I would expect people to go, wow, Cat Williams is crazy. Cat Williams is this. The news kind of is silent about this shit, much like the Epstein shit. And with all of these things, there's always the entertainment side coming to overmask the real news, which is that constant pedophilia going on in the Hollywood circles. And it's like they do this weird swap where it's like the karma or the shit that you get for fucking kids is almost getting pushed onto Cat Williams being crazy. Like, it's like you take the people's energy and anger and frustration and go, yeah, Kevin, isn't Cat Williams just a hater? You know what I mean? It's like the magic trick where you go, that is, it's not really a hat, it's fucking a fucking rabbit. You pull a rabbit out of a hat, and it goes on over and over and over again. Time after time, shit happens. You know what I mean? Katrina doesn't nearly get enough of the fucking heartache and heartache in the conscious minds of individuals all around the world. When Kanye West goes, yeah, George Bush don't care about black people, right? He's crazy. And when you say the truth, because we've been so far trailing down this propaganda line, and the wacky Epstein, right? They keep saying he killed himself. He did not kill himself, right? Jeffrey Epstein, or he killed himself, right? He's suicide. They keep saying he did, and I don't know. It's fucking wacky. But it constantly just gets the narrative shifted. You don't even, to take the final blow or the final shot and be, hurt as far as your damage or reputation is concerned, you can easily side shuffle it. You don't have to even dodge it fully. Hell, it could graze you. You know what I mean? Unlike the bullet that Alec Baldwin shot, right, at that chick, you can just step out of the side, and it's like they take these things like a fucking duck, a water on a duck's back, man. It fucking is very disheartening, and it's very almost like you feel self-defeated almost, because you go, oh, I know human nature, and I know how this shit plays out, right? And you look at it and you go, oh yeah, Katy Williams, that guy that did that shit all back in the years, oh, he's just angry. He's just, he's probably just promoting his new fucking thing. And it's like, no. He said exactly how he feels. And a lot of people in the comments will say, oh, you destroyed the industry. I don't know. He doesn't. The industry is going to do just fine without this shit. Without Katy Williams. They have their fucking gears in motion for the next 20 years or so, like the U.S. government's military. They have the shit that you wouldn't believe. They have scripts that you can't fathom, like Fast and Furious 20. You know what I mean? A reboot of Bambi, right? They're like, we got, when they release the next 10 years of the Marvel movie, and you look at it and you go, oh geez, you guys should just stop. You know what I mean? You can't make a 13th Peter Parker. You know what I mean? You can't make a 90th fucking Batman, people. It's fucking disgusting. It's just sad, and you're constantly just killing the thing. It got to the point where it was like, I seen somebody, I think it was a tweet, or maybe it was a 4chan thing, where people were like, yeah, I was arguing with this guy on this kid, and he's like, yo, your kids, the 90s, they're still pumping out all of this bullshit of all the 90s like it was good, right? And the guy came back at him like, listen, our nostalgia overweights anything you get to do new, right? What we remember, because we own all this shit. The people own all the things. The kids growing up, the Nepo babies, they're like, we're going to reboot what we want to do. So your entire childhood is based off of our nostalgia of what we actually did. You're getting shittier versions of the same product that we grew up in. So it's like, it's constant. I don't know if it's a bigger thing where they're just brainwashing people just to kind of feel like, all right, well, we had a great success with just making people feel good with these shitty little cartoons and these shitty little things. Just keep pumping them out. These shitty little fucking, superhero tropes and everything. Just keep pumping them out. Make a new Daredevil, make Daredevil series, make Luke Cage. You know what I mean? Luke Cage ain't do so good. Okay, fuck. We go back to this. Back to square one. Make it more gritty. I think Luke Cage was actually really good. Hopefully it's not canceled. I don't know. But it's like, they keep fucking with the fucking, with the creativity and thought, man. And it's fucking worrying me especially with AI too. AI comes in and almost all creativities goes out the window. They got an AI joke generator now, and it's not funny. It's like Katy Williams. It's not funny. Katy Williams have you seen what these robots were? No, they're not funny. I haven't laughed. Well, no, sir. And all the comedians on Joe Rogan, I haven't laughed once. Joe don't want me on the podcast. Joe said after that clip came out, we talk about you all the time, Cat Williams. That's not true. We love you, man. We'd love to have you on the podcast. So hopefully when Joe Rogan gets Cat Williams on, it's like the clock, though. It's the clock for how long the Joe Rogan podcast, gets Cat Williams on. Because he said it. He himself, the boss, said, we're going to get you on as soon as possible. It'd be funny if Cat Williams was like, I ain't going on that shitty show, that looking at that fucking roided out monster. I like women, Joe. And Shannon Sharp. Well, Shannon Sharp's fucking jacked to shit too, but it's funny, man. Well, not really funny. It's actually life. It's the fucking giant cosmic gumbo of fucking real shit going on, weird entertainment shit going on, and the wires get crossed. Like, art imitates life, life imitates art, and damned if you know exactly. If you know it if you're sitting from your ivory tower, sipping your chalice, getting blown by a 12-year-old, you think to yourself, I got it all figured out. And then you see that, and news breaks out, the Jews that you kept in tunnels they got out, and it's compromised. And then the fucking Epstein Island case is coming out, and it's compromised. And you go, shit, we're gonna have to actually make a good Avengers this fucking year. That's it. Just cut it.